Referrals are awesome. They don't cost you anything. They convert at a higher rate than regular leads do. There's just no reason not to love referrals. So why do we use them so seldom? It can feel weird sometimes to ask somebody to refer you to a new client. So in this video, I'm going to share with you a 9-step system for how to do it in a way that feels natural and good for you and for the person that you're asking. I just did a really great video on something called referral stream mapping. So if you want to learn how to not just generate 1 or 2 referrals at a time, but create a whole referral stream for the long haul, then check out my video, how to ask for a referral from a client. So before we get into the step-by-step process, a couple things I want to mention. Number 1, no matter how amazing referrals are, for some reason, many of us, including me in the past, leave it up to chance, such that referrals become this haphazard or random thing, like a surprise. Yay, I got a referral. Imagine that. Now, the solution to that is to create a referral process and embed it into your events, embedded into your phone calls, embedded into your entire system. What underpins this process is this approach called appreciative inquiry. So appreciative inquiry is a whole system and methodology, and I'm not going to teach you that today, but our referral process was inspired by it. In this process, what we want to do first is get people into an appreciative state and remembering the value that we've brought to them first before we ask for any referrals. We can use that same process that I use in my retreats in any situation. So step 1 of the 9-step process is the outreach. So the outreach is something gentle. It doesn't sound like, hey, can we get on a call so I can ask you about referrals? No. Instead, what you want to do is step 2. We want to ask a very easy question to say yes to. So you ask, would you be open to having a conversation about a way that I think that you might be able to help me? So we keep the language very soft, very open. They can tell that they have the ability to say no, it's not right for them, or yes. But generally they're going to say yes. The third thing that we do is we move into the appreciative inquiry part of the conversation. And so you start to ask them and open them up to remembering the value that you've brought to their lives. Now, the reason we do that is because it gets them back into that appreciative state where they might be more likely, more inclined to support you and help you build your business. The fourth thing we do once we've done that appreciative inquiry process is that we ask permission. So we ask permission, say, okay, well, since you've gotten this value and this value out of working with me, I have a favor to ask you. Would you be open to helping me find some new clients? It's going to be a really simple thing that you can do. It won't be difficult, and you can feel free to say no if it's not a fit for you. So usually people will say, yes, I would love to help you, especially after feeling all this gratitude. And so then the fifth thing that you do is you get very specific about who you're wanting to meet. You basically are reminding them who it is you're trying to meet, who is your ideal target audience, and then little by little, we do step 6, which is probing, poking around and asking, is there anyone else? And so the 7th thing to think about is what you're doing here too is you're seeking volume. How many people do you conceivably think each of your clients might know to give you a referral? The 8th thing you want to do is make sure that you assure them that you will never reach out to anyone without their permission. And that's why you're only writing down their names. You're not saying, hey, give me their phone number, can I have their email? A cold outreach like that very rarely works. What we want is a very effective, reliable, systematic process. Instead, step 9 is requesting a warm introduction. And what a warm introduction looks like is a text message or an email or some sort of way that that person, your client, can introduce you to the referral with you in the chain, in the email thread or the text thread. And that way they can make a quick introduction and then you can take it from there. And what we like to do, bonus, step 10, is we like to give our clients text. We like to give them copy that they can use. Here's some sample copy that you can use to introduce me to your friend. And another thing that we like to do is suggest that they reach out to their friend first and get permission to make the introduction. Why? Because a lot of times people don't want to be introduced, or maybe something's going on in their lives that it's not a fit right now, and they don't want the awkwardness of having to say, hey, I'm not interested right now on a text thread. We like to encourage our clients to check in with their referral first, get permission, and then make a warm introduction. Now that might reduce a little bit the volume of referrals that you get, but they'll be way warmer and way more interested, and it will feel much more respectful if you do it that way. Now that I've shared that with you, the next thing you need to do is remember to go back over to my video and learn about referral stream mapping. So go ahead and click the link to watch that video, and I'll see you there.